Hello, everyone. Well, year 8, not everyone, not the whole world is watching. It's me, Mr. Yeetz. Some of you will know me. Hopefully, I hope you know me. I've been teaching you since September. I mean, if you don't know me, it's pretty concerning. If not, I'm Mr. Yeetz. I'm in the bunker, delivering this lesson to you. Now, over the course of this new virtual term, we'll be looking at Stone Cold. However, today I thought we'll do something slightly different, as this is new to all of us. I thought, hey, let's do something a bit different to start off with. Let's do a bit of creative writing. So I really hope you enjoy it. Let's see how it goes. So, today we will be... I don't need the timer up at the moment. Let's get rid of the timer. Today is Monday, the 20th of April, 2020. Well, it's not today. I'm pre-recording this, so, it's not actually right now. But, oh well. Monday, 20th of April, 2020. Title, Can I Write a Story? I hope you can. We will today. Let's find out. So our learning objectives is to be able to write a story incorporating skills that you've previously learned. Okay, so there's going to be nothing here that you haven't done before. It'll be things that you are already aware of, techniques you've already done in the past, but we'll be employing them and putting them in a story. Think it similarly to your fortnightly writing challenges that you've done. I know some of you may have done some last week as your last lesson. Sorry, this is what we're going to do today. So, on target, you'll be able to write a story. Above target, you'll be able to write a story incorporating all the techniques you've looked at previously. Hopefully you've already done your knowledge retrieval starter by this point. If not, pause, quick, I'll still be here. Go back to knowledge retrieval starter that you've already been set. So, big picture of today's lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to write our own story following some hints that we have been given. Okay, so I'll give you some hints along the way. I've got a blank piece of paper as well. I'm going to be writing along with you and seeing what I can write in the time with you and see if we can get some very fun, interesting stories written between us. So vocab focus for today, so vocabulary focus will be story, narrator, maybe somebody's narrating the story. What narrative perspective do we have? Some of you will be aware of that term. And character. What characters are we going to create in our story? So, without further ado, let's begin. So I'm going to start off with something I hope is going to be fun. Boggle! Now, some of you may not know what Boggle is, but it is a very fun game, Boggle. Now, in Boggle, you get given 4x4 grid. Okay, on each of these grids, you have letters. Now, the objective is to make as many words as you can out of the letters you have. The letters must be connected in some way. So, for example, if I go and show you what we're going to do, we go to that one. Oh, I can zoom in a lot more than that, can I? Love that, I can zoom in all the way. Maybe I can even do this. See, this is the fun you don't get with... If I was doing this properly, I bet you'd... Oh, I broke it. Zoom in, zoom in. There we go. Look. Okay, so you get a 4x4 grid. I've zoomed in too much now. That'll do. So, here's your 4x4 grid. So, for example, you could have put. You can go P, U, P, U, T, P, U, T, like that. Okay, you can have... I don't know where I was going to go with this. Tut. Okay, you can have burst. So all the letters must be connected. Okay, so we're going to use this as a warm up. See, look, I got burst +2. Lovely. We'll refresh that. We'll do a new one. New letters. Don't know why it's done that there, but hey, anyway. So here's some new letters. I'm going to start a timer for 2 minutes. Create as many words as you can using the letters on the screen. They must all be connected. The time starts now. Obviously, it's already started. Let's go. I'll be doing it as well once this decides to work. There we go. My computer's deciding to freeze. It's going to type them all up, but maybe I won't. No, it's not going to let me. Oh, it is now, after I've stopped doing it. Oh, my PowerPoint's not responding. You have less than a minute left. It's quite a difficult one, isn't it? Ooh. I used to be so good at these. Not anymore. Oh, I'm gonna still go for a little bit longer because it took me a while to set up. Keep going. Ah, I found another one. I thought I was going to find more than that. I even had like 3 lists ready to fill in. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So your time is now officially up. Let's see what words you have created in the boggle. Hopefully you got more than me. Let's see. The longer the letters, the longer the words are, the more points you get. But this is not a real game of boggle. These are the words I found anyway. Bot. Okay, it's like robot. Or like, when you're playing a game and a bot takes over. Rust. Found that in there. Able. Okay, so maybe you're more able, less able. He was unable to do something. Bust. Toe. Not a very nice word. Mast. Beat. So you may think, oh, so I spelled beat wrong. In terms of beetroot, you can beat something. You have the beat or something. And fast. Okay, so those words. I'm sure you found more than me. If you found more than me, well done. If you found the same amount as me, well done. I found it difficult. This is the challenge I'm going to set you. I want you to include some of the words you found in this moment into your story. Oh, Mr. Yeetz, set a challenge. Cheeky Mr. Yeetz. So, in your books, have a page ready to plan on, or maybe not plan on, but have a piece of paper ready. Have a Word document open, something that you can write on. That's going to help you with this bit. I'm going to give you some suggestions now for some settings. Okay, and I want you to choose one of these settings to come up with settings yourselves. So here's some suggestions for some settings you could come up with or use. A mansion full of lights, which looks quite nice and dreamy. I don't know why I said dreamy, as if I'm in love with it. Dreamy. You could have maybe a path. Where's this forest? Is it a forest? Is it a jungle? Is it just down the road from where you live? Is it abandoned? Is it always been a forest? Or you can have a city, possibly. You can have loads of places. So I'm going to give you 1 minute. I would like you to come up with a setting for your story. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. It doesn't have to be one of the pictures. It can be anything you want, but those pictures are just there to help you. Think about where you want your setting. Okay, you have about 10 seconds left. You can have your setting anywhere you want. There we go. Time is up. So for my setting, I've chosen that that jungle one in the corner. I think that'd be pretty cool, couldn't it? I hope it could be anyway. So moving on. Character. Which character will you choose for your story? Okay, so I'm going to give you a range of characters here. Again, don't think you've got to choose one that I've come up with. Choose anyone you want. These are just some suggestions. You have this man here who's very happy. Do you think he looks a bit like me? A little bit. We can have this. I can't make it dark enough in here to do that. Probably looks more like you guys than me, hopefully. This happy chappy here. I just found this image. I found it really adorable. I was like, oh, look at it. He's just so cute and just such a cute little child. He didn't seem very happy. I had to put him on. Found it funny. And we have this lovely lady here who's enjoying her oranges. So, which character are you going to choose? I'll give you a minute to decide which character you want to choose. You can have more than one character, of course. You can have many characters. I suggest you have more than one character. At least pick two. Oh, that went quick, didn't it? That wasn't a minute. I'll give you a bit longer. Right, this is broken. This is definitely broken. Yeah, I'm just going to stop with that. No, just never know when the time's going to be up. Put it down gently. Maybe that's, yeah, I was putting it down too hard. That's what's doing it. Right, I've got my characters. There we go. So, what I'd like you to do now is, with the characters, maybe you want to use one pictures. I want you to write one sentence that describes your characters. One sentence that describes your characters. Set the timer back on. If I'm going too quick at any time, feel free to pause the video, obviously, because you can do that, of course. One sentence that describes your characters. It could be your appearance, could be the personality. Yeah, a bit longer, because I still haven't finished writing my sentences yet, so I'll give you a bit longer for that. Right, I've done my sentences. I'll give you a bit longer. This timer is really starting to annoy me. It's not working properly, is it? Bit longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. I wanted it to go ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling because I like the ding-ling-ling-ling. It's like being back at school, isn't it? So we got your setting, you got your characters. So we can have this thing called a narrative structure. Now, don't panic about this too much. It's just fancy names accompanied to things you already know, so it won't surprise you too much. Fictional narrative may also follow an overall structure which may fit broadly into typical stages. Typically, you'd have an exposition, okay? An exposition is setting of the scene for the reader. This could be a description of setting or the backstory of a character. Okay, so think about that. Think about it as your beginning, middle, end, if you want. That may be an easier way to consider it. Think about the middle bit then. Crisis point, an exciting or tense part of the text. The bit where it's all the action's building up and it's the most exciting point. You're like that, okay? And then your resolution, okay? So the conclusion of the narrative where conflicts are resolved or meaning is revealed, okay? So I want you to do is put your beginning, middle, end, or exposition, crisis point, resolution, and bullet point, like one sentence for each section, what you're planning to do in each section. Hopefully the timer works this time. This time, very funny. Get a bit longer, obviously, for this. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to plan what you're going to write in your beginning, your middle, and the end. Just done my beginning bit. Let's do the middle bit now. Well, I'm just about to plan my end, the resolution, when everything's concluded. Right, I think I've done my plan. I'm going to give you a bit longer because I know I'm very old and very experienced at doing these things. My old tales I could tell. Okay, I've less than a minute left now. Less than 1 minute left. It's going to go off any second. Don't jump, whatever you do. Hey! Bet some of you did jump, didn't you? Okay, so there you are. There's your structure. If you need a bit more time to pause the video, it's not a problem. You can do that. You're allowed to. So, that could be your structure you follow. Hopefully you've got some sort of plan for that. So, vocabulary. There's your vocabulary. I'm going to copy and paste the words I found in... Oh, maybe just copy that whole thing. Be easier, innit? Copy. And go, oh, it's going to go, oh, I can't do that. It's too much. It's like, I can't compute. Now I'm going to paste right in the way. Down there. Don't need them that small. Don't need them that big even. There we go. So there are some words from our boggle that we did at the beginning. See if you can include those in your story. You've got your own words. You don't have to use mine, but you can if you want. Okay. So here we go. The big one. What time is it? Okay, so we're 20 minutes in. How long do I give you? I'm going to give you 20 minutes to write your story. I'm going to write one as well. And at the end, I'll read it out and give you some, so you can hear mine. And maybe we'll just have a discussion about how that's going. So I've set my timer 20 minutes. I'll make my face disappear because me writing, you just see top of my head doing that, so it's not going to be much good. Yeah, enjoy. See you guys in the... Oh, maybe I'll put some music on in the background. Put some music on the background to help you relax. That's what I was going to do. Help you write. There we go. So, less than 20 minutes. Your time starts now. well, I should have said that there's some advice on the screen there. Okay, so some vocabulary: loving, caring, happiness betrayed, melancholy, if you want to use those words. Repetition, think about that. Characterization, you've done before. Mood, atmosphere, rhetorical questions, punctuation for effect, dialogue, juxtaposition, oxymoron, antithesis, simile, metaphor. If you know those things, include those things. Setting character, and then obviously your structure, exposition, climax, resolution. You have about 18 minutes left. So if you're struggling, refer back to your plan. Whose perspective are you writing from? Writing from. Are you writing from your main character's perspective? Are you writing from a third person seeing everything that's going on? You decide, okay? What perspective are you taking? have about 10 minutes left. About 10 minutes left to write your stories. About 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. got less than 2 minutes left. I've managed to get all the vocabulary words in there, all the boggle words in there as well. Let's see how you cope. I don't know if my story makes any sense. I haven't had a chance to proofread it. Less than a minute left. Less than a minute. It's going to ring-a-ling-a-ling-ding at any moment now. Okay, I'm just going to slow the music down. Be ready for it to ring-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling at any moment. There we go. So your time is up. Hopefully you managed to get some thing written down. It's a bit of a challenge, wasn't it? God, it's a bit. I see my drinks bottle has appeared now. A bit more challenging than our normal writing challenges, I think. But more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So let's go to this one. And that's a bit small, isn't it? I've written, in very bad handwriting, my story based on the plan and based on the images I was given. So, in green I've underlined the words in our vocabulary box, and in blue I've underlined the words that were from my boggle, not my Scrabble, my boggle. Scratch! The nightmare scenario had happened. We had crashed onto this island. When my husband and I decided that we were going to go on a cruise, I was apprehensive. My caring husband insisted that everything was going to be okay. Clearly, I had been betrayed. The happiness on the ship had quickly changed to melancholy. The cause of this accident was the broken mast, causing us to drift onto the beach. The boat was not able. That's another word. See? Able. That was the green, wasn't it? Forgot to underline that one. Was not able to move. My loving husband and I decided to leave the boat and explore this new location we had now found ourselves in. As we ventured onto the beach, we saw... I've lost my place. How can I lose my place? There we go. We saw a path that entered a jungle. Fast to find help, my husband ran into this route. Ran down this route. That makes more sense. That's what I wrote as well. It could lead somewhere good. It could lead somewhere bad. Bit of antithesis there. In the distance, we could see a cave. Like a mouth wide open, ready to accept its food, we entered. That's a simile. This was no ordinary cave. It was a cave filled with mysterious wonders. There was a bust. There was a bust of a man's head. I assume the owner of the cave, lying broken on the floor. I lost my place again. This is awesome, isn't it? It's not awesome. I mean, it's awesome I lost my place. I'm not like raving about this really bad story. Lying broken on the floor. At the back, there was also a bookshelf full of the strangest objects, like a toe in a jar. Finally, I noticed a bot covered in rust, looking lonely in the corner. "Come here!" my husband yelled, startling me to surprise. He had found a phone in the shape of a beetroot. I just want to get the beet in there, to be honest. He called for help. "Hello?" "Yes," a voice replied. "We're stuck on this island. Can you help?" "But you are right where I want you." So, that was my story. I think you can write way better stories. So, if you've... Oh, I didn't want that to fall out. If you have written a story, could you take a photo of it, please? If you've got the ability to take a photo. Obviously, if you don't panic. They're like, "Oh, it says something." Okay, if you can take a photo of it, upload it to your class charts. Your teacher should have set up your class charts area to make sure it can be sent into Clash Chats. If you've got it on a Word document, obviously upload a save, upload it on that. Thanks for watching this writing challenge video. Yeah, subscribe, all that stuff that YouTubers, I don't know, what do YouTubers say at the end of a video? Subscribe to my channel, homies, something like that. Make sure that you wash your hands, stay inside, stay safe, follow government guidelines. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Mr. Yeetz. Bye-bye.